So I've gone ahead to shape the other side of the bag, and this is what we are having, and this is what the bag is looking like right now. So our next step is to fix the cover. Okay, so we are going to fix the cover of this bag at this side. So for us to do that, we are going to leave 2 beads at each end. Okay, we will leave these first 2 here, and we will also leave the first 2 side, the first 2 here, the first 2 here. We are going to leave them out of the cover. Okay, so for us to do so, we are going to insert our new thread, which is this one, in the 3rd bead. So as you can see from the beginning, 1 2, we are not including this particular 2 beads, so we'll put our thread inside the 3rd bead this way. So now this is how it will be looking like. So as you can see, our thread is outside from the 3rd bead. Okay, so now we are taking our left fishing line, the fishing line that is on our left. We are taking that particular fishing line, then we'll put 3 beads on it. Then we cross with our right fishing line this way. Now we are coming to pull down. Make sure the edges of your thread are equal. Okay, so when you pull down, this is what you are going to get. Okay, now take your right fishing line and enter the next bead, which is this particular one. Enter here and pull it out. Now take your left fishing line again and pick 2 beads. Cross with the 2nd bead with your right fishing line, and you'll be getting something like this. Okay, pull it down again. So basically we are going to do the same thing until we get to the 3rd bead, 3rd but last bead here. Okay, so you take your right fishing line to enter the next fishing line. You use your left fishing line to cross. You use your left fishing line to pick 2 beads and cross with your right fishing line. Enter the next bead with your right fishing line, pull it out. Okay, so as you can see, that is what I'm doing. And then you use your left fishing line to pick 2 beads, then you pull out. Enter the next bead with your right fishing line, you pull it out, then you use your left fishing line to pick 2 beads and cross with your right fishing line, then you pull it. So we are going to do the same thing until we get here. Okay, until we get here. So this is the last bead we are going to enter. Okay, so with that, we are not going to pick our bead with our left fishing line, but we'll use our right fishing line that we used to enter this bead. We use the same fish line to pick the 2 beads. This is to enable us to turn to this side, then we'll continue working backwards. Then we take the left fishing line to cross, then you realize that our fishing line has turned to this side. Okay, so we are going to weave backwards. So now you take your left fishing line again, then you pick 3 beads. So now this is the beginning of another row on the cover, so you pick 3 beads. Remember, I told you when you are beginning a new row, is you are going to use 3 beads instead of 2 that you normally use to weave. So when you enter the next bead with your right fishing line, then you use your left fishing line to pick 2 beads again. Then you cross with the second bead with your right fishing line. So we are going to do the same thing until we get to the end here, So again, on the second row, this is the last bead on the second row. So we are going to use our right fishing line to pick 2 beads and use our left fishing line to cross it. Okay, so this is 2. So we are going to do this back and forth till we get 8. So this is 1 and 2. So we are going to do back and forth until we get 8. So I'll meet you when we are on the 8th one. So you just take your left fishing line to begin a new row. Just take your left fishing line, you put 3 beads on it and cross with your other fishing line. Then you enter the next bead. Then you continue with 2 beads until you get to this point. So I'll meet you when we are on the 8th row. So now we are on the 8th row. As I said, we are going to weave 8. So this is 8, okay, and this is the end of the 8th row. So I'll finish that up and we'll give it a little shape at the edge here, okay, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'll complete the 8th row. So as I said, I'm going to give it a little shape at the edge here, okay. So for us to do that, we are not going to start from here again. We are going to start from the next bead, just the next immediate bead from the first one. So you can take a new thread to do that, but I have a thread here, so I'll just bring my thread to this particular bead. So watch me as I do that. So one side is out of here, the other one will come from the opposite direction. So I'll use this same thing, the other side of the thread, also pass through here, then here, and it will now come out from here. Okay, so now you realize that my thread is coming out from here, not the first bead but the second bead. So now to continue, I'll just take my left fishing line and I'll pick 3 beads. This is just like beginning a new row, but now we are just reducing it to give a little shape to the cover. So as you can see, the shape is forming at the corner there. So you just continue weaving up to the last but 1 bead. You will not end on the last bead, but the last but 1 bead. So just continue watching me.